Hello everyone, and welcome to the Blyvale podcast, Global Connections with ESIM and SIM cards. Today, we'll guide you through 16 rules for your perfect trip, mastering stress-free travel planning. Stay tuned to discover how to stay connected and worry-free while traveling.
Okay, so let's unpack this. We've all been there, right? Whether it's, a big work trip, maybe flying across continents, or that holiday you've been dreaming about forever.
Yeah.
Just the thought of planning it all can feel, kind of like trying to solve a puzzle in the dark.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Flights, where to stay, how you'll even use your phone when you land.
Right. It often adds this layer of stress before you've even packed your bags.
It really can.
But what if there was, a clearer path, a way to get informed and actually feel good about the planning?
Okay, I like the sound of that.
Well, for this deep dive, we've got some fantastic insights for you, all drawn from one really comprehensive source.
Oh yeah, what's the source?
It's a guide called Guida Completa all'Organizzazione del Viaggio Perfetto. That's Complete Guide to Organizing the Perfect Trip from the Blyvale blog.
Ah, Blyvale. Okay.
And it's seriously designed to make this whole process smoother. Less stress, more excitement.
And what's fascinating here, I think, is how practical this guide seems to be. It's not just vague advice.
Not at all.
It gives you 16 specific rules, really detailed, actionable rules, and each one comes with examples.
Exactly.
So it's like a roadmap, basically. Our mission today is to really pull out the key takeaways from this guide for you.
Yeah, distill the best bits.
Right. Show you what to do, and also why these steps actually make such a big difference.
Perfect. So stick with us, and by the end of this, you'll have a much clearer idea of how to tackle travel planning with, confidence. You'll get some maybe surprising facts, definitely actionable tips to make sure your next trip, wherever it is, goes as smoothly as possible.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Okay, let's jump into the first part of the Blyvale guide. This is all about the initial planning stages, laying the groundwork.
It's the foundation.
Precisely. And rule number 1 is define your travel objectives clearly. Now, this sounds simple, right? Maybe obvious.
Yeah, know why you're going. Seems basic.
But the guide points out how many trips kind of fall flat because this step gets rushed or just missed entirely.
I could see that.
It's not just what you'll do, but the why. Defining that core purpose helps you filter everything else later on.
So you don't try to cram too much in or miss the important stuff.
Exactly, like the guide's example. Trip to Japan, you might want culture in Kyoto, city life in Tokyo, maybe see Mount Fuji.
Right, diverse interests.
Without clear goals, that can just become a frantic checklist, not really an experience.
That clarity is absolutely crucial, making sure every decision actually fits what you want from the trip.
Totally.
And flowing right from that is rule number 2, setting a realistic budget.
The money talk, always important.
Always. And again, seems like common sense, but the guide stresses calculating all the likely costs.
Not just flights and hotels.
No. Transport, accommodation, food, activities, and critically, adding an emergency fund. Don't forget that buffer.
Good point.
Like for a 10-day Spain trip, they break it down. Maybe 1,200 flights, 800 hotels, 400 meals, 200 local transport, 300 activities, and then a 300 emergency fund. Totals €3,000.
Wow, that's specific.
That level of detail helps you avoid nasty surprises halfway through, running out of cash just ruins things.
It really does. That peace of mind is worth the effort up front. Okay, budget sorted. What's next? Often overlooked, I find.
Documents.
You got it. Rule number 3, verify all your necessary documents.
Passports, visas.
Yep, passports, visas if needed, work permits for some trips. And this is the key bit check. They're valid for at least 6 months beyond your return date.
That's the classic gotcha, isn't it? The extra 6 months.
Totally. The guide uses a Thailand trip example. Check your passport's good for 9 more months, confirm no visa needed for under 30 days, and make digital copies of everything.
Smart. Digital copies are a lifesaver.
That 6-month rule catches so many people out.
Yeah, and if we kind of zoom out, getting docs right is just fundamental. Avoids that awful panic at the airport.
For sure.
Then, rule number 4, get adequate travel insurance.
Oh, definitely. Non-negotiable for me.
Right. The guide says pick a policy covering medical emergencies, trip cancellation, lost luggage, even liability.
The works.
To give an example, maybe medical up to $1 million, $3K for cancellation, $2K for lost bags, all for $85 for the trip. That's a safety net you just don't want to be without.
It's that hope you don't need it, but thank God you have it.
Exactly.
thing.
Hope for the best, plan for the, well, not worst, but the possible.
Okay, those first few rules build a really solid base. Let's shift to, the practical stuff on the ground, getting around, staying places.
Right. Logistics.
Rule number 5 is about booking accommodation in advance, but specifically thinking about location and convenience.
Not just finding a bed, but the right bed in the right place.
Yeah, you want somewhere well-connected, near what you need to do or see. Their example is a business trip to Milan.
Okay.
Booking a hotel 10 minutes walk from the main station, 15 minutes by metro to your meetings, with good Wi-Fi and breakfast included. It's about optimizing your time there.
Makes sense. Less time commuting, more time doing what you went for.
And that proactive thinking carries into rule number 6, organizing all your transport, but with backup plans.
Plan B. Always have a plan B.
Yes, it's not just booking your main flight or train. It's thinking, what if it's delayed? What if it's canceled?
What's the alternative?
Exactly. The example is booking a flight, Rome to Barcelona, maybe 3 hours before an appointment, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But also saving contact numbers for 3 taxi firms and downloading the local transport app, just in case.
That prevents you getting stranded or missing something important if things go sideways.
Totally. Now, this next one, Rule 7, is huge in modern travel, and the guide really highlights it.
Let me guess. Staying connected. Internet.
Bingo! Ensuring reliable internet connection. The guide mentions Blyval eSIM Unlimited specifically.
eSIMs. They're becoming standard now, aren't they?
Pretty much. For listeners maybe new to it, an eSIM is basically a digital SIM card in your phone.
So no fiddling with tiny bits of plastic.
Right. You activate a local data plan digitally. Avoids those crazy roaming charges or dodgy public Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the convenience and the cost savings are pretty compelling. What's the guide's example here?
It mentions someone doing a European tour, 5 countries. They used a Blyval eSIM Unlimited.
Okay.
Let them use maps constantly, video call people back home, share photos instantly, no data caps, no swapping SIMs.
And the cost saving.
Saved over €100 compared to roaming, apparently. Plus, they could work on the train between cities seamlessly.
That really shows how that kind of connectivity gives you freedom,
Yeah.
and peace of mind. It transforms the trip.
Absolutely. Huge stress reducer. Okay, moving on to how you actually fill your days. Rule number 8.
The itinerary.
Yep. Create a flexible but detailed itinerary. Keyword. Flexible.
The balance. Plan, but don't overplan.
Exactly. Plan the main things, maybe book key tickets, but leave space. Leave room for just wandering or finding something unexpected.
Avoid that feeling of constantly rushing.
Right. The Paris example is good. Louvre and Eiffel Tower booked for Monday, Montmartre Tuesday morning. Maybe skip the line tickets.
Okay, efficient.
But crucially, leave Tuesday afternoon totally free. For shopping, revisiting something, whatever comes up. It's the cure for overscheduling.
That balance is so important. Keeps you from burning out, but still lets you see the highlights.
Mm-hmm. And linked to that is Rule 9. Research your destinations thoroughly.
Beyond just the big sites.
Yeah, dive deeper. Local culture, customs, opening hours, super important, booking ahead if needed.
Little details that make a difference.
Totally. The guide uses Morocco as an example, finding out shops often close Friday afternoons for prayer.
Good to know beforehand.
Or that the Jardin Majorelle in Marrakech is way less crowded at 8 a.m., so you plan to go then.
That's the kind of insider knowledge that really levels up a trip, isn't it? Turns it from just seeing things to really experiencing them.
It really does. Okay, let's tackle packing. The eternal challenge.
Yes. Always tricky.
Rule number 10. Prepare an essential and specific baggage list. Emphasis on essential and specific.
Meaning, don't overpack.
Exactly. Think about the actual weather where you're going, not just guessing. Remember, adapters, chargers, power banks.
Practical stuff.
The guide gives a really specific list for Scandinavia in November, 3 technical sweaters, 2 thermal pants, waterproof jacket, boots, hat, gloves, European adapter, power bank, essential meds.
See? Smart packing, not just chucking everything in.
Prevents the, oh no, I forgot my moment. Or paying a fortune for overweight bags.
The worst. And then Rule 11 builds on that. Organize your hand luggage strategically.
The carry-on, your lifeline.
Pretty much. Your valuables, documents, obviously.
Yeah.
But the guide wisely adds critical medicines, maybe even a change of clothes.
Just in case the main bag goes astray.
Exactly. That just-in-case scenario.
Yeah.
Having your absolute essentials right there with you, prepared for minor bumps.
Always smart to think ahead like that. Okay, diving deeper into tech now, beyond just the internet connection itself.
Apps and devices.
You got it. Rule 12. Prepare necessary devices and applications.
So download stuff before you leave home.
Yes. Offline maps, lifesaver. Translation apps. And double-checking your data plan or eSIM before you board the plane.
Makes sense. Don't want to land and realize you have no idea where you are or how to ask.
The example is South America. Download offline Google Maps for Santiago, Valparaiso, etc. Grab a Spanish-Italian translator app. Activate maybe a 3 GB international plan for €20.
That kind of digital prep turns potential hassles into non-issues, using tech smartly.
Right. And linking into safety now. Rule 13. Share your travel details with trusted people.
Let someone know where you are.
Yeah, your itinerary, copies of your documents, emergency contacts given to family, maybe a colleague.
Simple but effective.
The example mentions sharing a Google Doc with a sister. Hotel details, flight numbers, scans of passport, license, credit card.
God forbid something happens, but if it does, that info is invaluable. Someone can help.
It's a crucial safety net. So easy to do, but often forgotten.
Definitely. And speaking of safety, Rule 14. Research local safety information.
Know before you go.
Yep. Which neighborhoods are maybe best avoided? Common scams to watch out for? Local emergency numbers.
Like the Barcelona example. Be aware of pickpockets on La Rambla and the metro. And save the local police number, 112, and your embassy's number. Just have them handy.
Forewarned is forearmed, right? Lets you relax a bit more, knowing the potential pitfalls. Less background anxiety.
Exactly. Which leads nicely into Rule 15. Prepare a personalized emergency kit.
Beyond just a few plasters.
Yeah, a bit more comprehensive, essential meds you take, painkillers, maybe antihistamines, important contacts written down, and a small amount of local cash.
Cash is still king in some places, or for emergencies.
Definitely. For a Kenya trip, the guide suggests painkillers, antihistamines, prescribed antibiotics if needed, insect repellent, disinfectant, plasters, maybe $100 cash equivalent, and insurance details.
It's not about being paranoid. It's about being self-reliant if something small goes wrong. Gives you control.
Well put. Okay, so you've done all the planning meticulously. You've packed smart. You've arrived. Now what?
Landing day. And maybe jet lag.
Exactly. The final rule, number 16, deals with adapting to the time zone strategically.
Just powering through isn't always the best approach.
No. The guide suggests planning a progressive adaptation, especially for big time differences.
How so?
Okay, the example is Tokyo, 8 hours ahead. The real insight is starting before you leave.
Oh, interesting.
Gradually shift your sleep schedule maybe 3 days before. Go to bed an hour earlier each night.
Pre-adapting.
Yeah. Then when you arrive, get natural morning light straight away. And try hard not to sleep before, say, 9 p.m. local time.
That sounds actually quite manageable.
Yeah.
And probably way more effective than just collapsing on arrival.
It's a thoughtful, science-based way to minimize jet lag. Helps you actually enjoy those first few days.
Hit the ground running, or at least walking steadily.
Exactly. So, wrapping this all up, what does this mean for you, the listener, the traveler?
Well, we've covered a huge amount of ground, haven't we?
We really have. From those first big questions, why are you going? What's the budget? Through documents, insurance, logistics.
Packing, tech, safety, even beating jet lag.
It's pretty clear that following these kinds of rules, these 16 steps from the Blyville Guide, can genuinely change how you experience travel planning.
Takes it from something daunting, maybe, to something manageable, even enjoyable.
I think so. Moves you from feeling anxious to feeling prepared and actually looking forward to it.
And if we, connect this to the bigger picture for a second.
Yeah.
This isn't just about booking flights or packing bags, is it?
No, I see what you mean.
These principles, preparing thoroughly, planning flexibly, thinking about what could go wrong, they're useful skills way beyond just travel.
In work, in life generally.
Exactly. And that emphasis on connectivity we talked about, like with the eSIMs, it's not just for convenience, posting photos or whatever.
Yeah.
It's tied into safety, peace of mind, knowing you can connect if you need to.
Yeah, saving money on roaming is great. Being able to work on the go is useful.
But knowing you have that reliable link, that's maybe the most important part. It raises a question, I think.
Oh, go on.
How much more confident, maybe even more spontaneous, can you actually be on a trip when you know all that essential groundwork is solidly in place?
That's a great point. It frees you up mentally, doesn't it?
It does.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. Next time you're dreaming of that faraway place or planning that vital business trip, think about these rules. Which one or two might be your secret weapon this time? And maybe consider, What new adventures, what unexpected joys could that feeling of preparedness actually unlock for you?
Maybe that well-planned trip gives you the confidence to take that unplanned detour.
Exactly. Something you might have been too anxious to consider otherwise. Food for thought.
We've reached the end of our podcast episode on 16 Rules for Your Perfect Trip, Mastering Stress-Free Travel Planning. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and visit blivale.com for more tips and solutions. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.